I'm gonna make a simple tomato sauce. By the time the pan is gonna heat up, everything's gonna be ready. All right? Onions, garlic. I love lots of garlic. I'm gonna put a twist on this. I love anchovies. The reason I'm putting anchovies is that I'm gonna be making a seafood dish. But, I mean, you don't have to put anchovies. Do what you want. So, I'm gonna cut the onions. I like to have my onions really, really cut thin. Something called a Trinity di sofrito, which is onions, celery, and carrots. I usually don't do that. You know, you want to do that, do it. It brings a different dimension of flavor. It doesn't really matter. I just like the sweetness of the onions. I'm gonna cut them really, really thin. And if you don't have very good knife skills, don't worry about it. I mean, practice makes perfect. I always keep my hands, my fingers hidden. Like that, I could just look at the camera and just cut, you know? That's it. I mean, they're pretty much done. You want them a little bit thinner than that? You can cut them the other way around. Because in the end, I want them to disappear a little bit too, you know? I don't want them to be in big chunks. That's why I cut it very, very thin. We are going to put some oil in the pan. And just going to give it a last little chop. There's a lot of onion. I'm not going to put as much as I thought I would. I think that's enough. I'm going to start crying soon, so that's not good, but I usually cry a lot. All right. Make sure you stir the pan. All right, garlic. Like I said, I love a lot of garlic. You know, in Italy, they actually don't leave the garlic in. They take it like this, they put it in, and they remove it once the olive oil has been fragranced with the garlic. I mean, you're gonna see how simple this is. I'm making a lot of noise, but hey, cooking is about noise, it's about fun. All right, see this? Cut like that. All right, put everything in. Hey, there's another piece of garlic over here. Now, getting back to the anchovy, you're not gonna taste it. You're not gonna taste it. It just brings a different dimension of flavor, and you won't be able to know what it is, but it's gonna be so good that in the end, you're just gonna use it all the time. Like I said, you don't have to use it. It's really up to you. So now we are sauteing. I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. Salt is gonna draw out the moisture of the onions. Because right now the pan is pretty dry, right? But in a couple of minutes, the pan is going to be nice and translucent. I mean, the onions are going to be translucent. Now, as this is going on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tomatoes. Okay, these are plum tomatoes. I'm just going to put them in a different bowl. And I'm just going to crush them by hand. And it's always good to crush them in the liquid. So like that, they don't go squirting around like crazy. Now let me tell you, this smells amazing. You can put some white wine in there. You could do whatever you want, let me tell you. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna deglaze the pan right now. A little bit of white wine. Look at this. Since I'm going to be doing something with seafood, the white wine is going to complement it very well. We're going to put the heat up. I mean, literally, this is a 5-minute, 6-minute situation, and we got everything done. And all you got to do after that, I mean, you want to season it with a little bit of garlic salt if you want. obviously some regular salt. So you see, now I'm squashing everything, nicely squashed. And I like to have little chunks of tomatoes in my tomato sauce. But by the time it's cooked, a lot of it is just gonna like disappear. So we are pretty much ready. So you see, there's been a little bit of caramelization in here. The anchovies have given it a little bit of that brown color. And I mean, really, the whole point right now is just to make sure that your onions are cooked enough, they give it enough flavor, and now we're gonna put the tomato sauce. The white wine is pretty much, the alcohol has evaporated, and now we can put the tomatoes. You wanna put a little bit of water, clean your pan, clean your can. A little bit of garlic salt, just a little bit. I mean, this is a... And remember, you can always season as you go along, because things are gonna change during the cooking process. You're gonna get rid of some of the acidity of the tomatoes as you're cooking, and that's what you want. You wanna taste as you go along, and then you're gonna adjust. So we got the tomato sauce going on, and later on we're gonna do something with it. Ciao.